Alright guys, you all asked for it, and here it is right here. The DX4R. And the DX4R isn't for pirates. It's for racing. Yeah. Go laugh at that bad joke. Anyway, so I ended up getting the DX4R. I know, it's an old remote. This thing, however, is pretty nice. I'm very impressed with it. I got a great deal on eBay for it. Only 200 bucks. Pretty much for everything that came with new. And you can already see just from the condition, this thing was barely used. There's really no major scratches, no dings in it. This thing looks really nice. I couldn't wait to put one of my stickers on there. I mainly got this for the trophy truck right over here. The trophy truck needs a new remote. I was thinking about running the old JR on the trophy truck, but I felt the trophy truck needs something better. Which I know a lot of you guys were, talking about the JR like, dude, what the heck, this thing's over 20 years old. Why are you still using this on the LST? And the main reason, one, it's original. And two, I've actually grown pretty close to this now. As you know, I've modified it to run some receiver batteries. Pretty sketchy wiring, but, it works now. And this thing powers on. And for those who don't know, this thing's actually pretty capable. One, it's got an FM frequency, which is really nice. Right there's your channel of your frequency. Got your name, LST. Then also got a little lap timer right here. Everyone needs a lap timer, And every setting you need's in here. Throttle, set points, exponential. Pretty much, you name it, it's got it in here. Throttle punch, all that. And this is actually 20 years old. Actually a little over, I'd say now. And JR does recommend every 5 years you gotta replace this little internal battery so your settings don't delete and get lost. And when I asked the last owner, did he replace the battery? He said no. And this thing, believe it or not, has gone 15 more years on that same internal battery. So if there's one more thing I got to do to this thing, it's just replace that internal battery. It's pretty easy. I've already opened it up and looked at it. It's not that hard. Just gotta be careful. It's close to some calibration stuff, so you don't want to be messing around with that, or else you'll lose your signal if you're not careful. As you can see, I got my little strap. I got the flag on there. I say this thing's pretty sweet for it being, 20 years old. Then to my left right here, the DX3S. This one's my friend's. You've seen this on the buggy. It's got all the telemetry stuff on it. This thing's pretty high tech. But I'll, soon show you guys that this DX4R is even better. If you can even believe it. But right here, you got your nice little tach, mile per hour, max speed, max temp. Got a temp gauge right there on the bottom. Then here's your little scroll menu. Here's all your settings, all your pages. Pretty nice. If I wasn't gonna get the DX4R, definitely this. This is really nice. But I think it's about time we get to what you all asked for. And check it out. Boom. And first impressions, one, it's backlit. That's like a must-have, especially in the dark. That's one problem with this. You can barely read it in the dark. You have to be in nice sunlight to read it. It's also got the shark fin right here, so it's pretty strong, even though I'd still recommend be nice and fragile with this, because this wheel can definitely break off. This is definitely might be a weak point if you're not careful. Here's the home page right here. It's got my name. I have it set up to the LST right now. As you can see, LST. Then also on the trophy truck. Here's your main menu. It's got your steering rate, all your trim settings, also with a brake power percent. Got your timers up top, your, transmitter volts right there. And you're right on the bottom. Got your battery volts. These are all the telemetry settings, which these won't read when I'm driving because I don't have a telemetry receiver like the DX3S does. I'll try to find one. Maybe I can find one. They're pretty rare now because they're old. They don't really make them anymore. Anyway, so you got your models right here. Just for the heck of it, let's see how many models this thing has. And 20? Oh, geez. 26, 30, 40, 50, dude. Believe it or not, this thing can store 50 models. That's very impressive. And then, I don't even know for the DX3S. Let's check right now. Alright, 10. That's it. DX3S, all it's got is 10. So already this thing's 5 times better than the DX3S. Even though I'll probably only max out at 10, I'd say. 10's really all you need. I don't see you owning any more than 10 receivers. That's crazy. Yeah, if someone has 50 cars and they're all set up differently, geez, they're pretty hardcore. I'd be impressed with just that alone. Anyway, so we got that impressive 50 model memory. Then you got your necessities, servo travel, your steering rate, which you can also adjust this button right here, as you can see. Then your exponential, adjust it like that. Your reverse servos, if you need a reversal servo, got that right there. Your sub trim, I got the steering, that's it. That just needed to be trimmed up. Got my timer right here. I've already used this thing for 41 minutes, jeez, crazy. Then your bind, to bind to different receivers. Frame rates, which right now I have the 22 millisecond frame rates just because I'm running the old, analog servos, the JR. On the trophy truck, this thing can run 5.5 milliseconds with digital servos. Really impressive, which the trophy truck I'll fancy up with some digital servos. Be pretty nice. Right now, I just got the EcoPower servos in there right now. I might upgrade those later, but EcoPower is pretty good. I bought those for the Traxxas's, but obviously I'm not running the Nitro Slash. If some of you are wondering, you haven't seen a Nitro Slash video, the thing doesn't even start for some reason. Carburetor issues. I'm going to just buy a brand new one. Whenever I buy a brand new carburetor, it fires right up and runs like brand new. Anyway, you got your trim right there. This is just to set your increments. Steering, I got the 4, that's stock. And then for the throttle, I like it a little more finer, so I just did the 1. You can go pretty in-depth with the trim, which is pretty nice. As you can see right here, here's your monitor for your sensors and your remote, which is pretty nice. Pretty cool little feature right there. System right here. You can name your, name yourself right there. Then your telemetry stuff. Like I said before, I don't have a telemetry receiver, so none of this will work yet. Maybe someday it will. And some other stuff, which I haven't read about. It's got the ABS. I'm not really sure what idle up is. You're gonna have to read about that. But it does have traction control too. Don't really know how to set it up yet. I'll mess around with some of that stuff. Even though, I really don't need it. I'm not racing. I bet that definitely helps with racing. For bashing and, crashing your vehicles all the time. Sure, I bet it'll help avoiding crashes, the ABS, but, it's not in my desire yet to set it up. I probably should soon, because the LCD just flips when you lock the brakes up. Gotta be careful with that. Yeah, guys, I definitely gotta read up on the manual. There's a lot more that this thing has to offer. And just by looking at the thickness of this manual, definitely has a lot to offer. I know it'd be sad running the LST without the JR, but this is just a one-time thing. Just to test out how badass this thing is. Even just the looks of it looks cool. I do like those sharp edges. And you got the nice scale wheel on the side, which looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. And I know some of you want to see the box. I know one person in particular, Chino, he definitely appreciates his box art. I do myself. I also got all these model car boxes. In the box, nothing really too flashy. Just got like a little textured, kind of like concrete-ish, or I don't even know. It's got a background on it, and then showing the product right there. It looks pretty nice. Top, it says "Go Faster." Geez, I sure hope so. I might actually need new servos if I want to be faster. Might prove this thing wrong. I might go slower. Who knows? Then here's the back right here. It's got all your languages right here. I don't know how to read, so I can't read any of this. Here's like those super tiny Spectrum receivers. Those things are so small, they're like that big. Yeah, guys, I think you heard enough talk about this thing. Also, forgot to mention, just by looking at it right now, I do have the fat grip on this right now. It does come with a thinner grip, but the thinner grip doesn't really have this little pad right here, which I really like that pad. And just the fatter grip, it feels more rugged. I definitely like that a lot more. And the plan today, just go ahead, test out the new remote. You got the LST right here, the fresh new body. If you haven't checked out that video, I recommend to check it out. I had some real fun making this body, putting the decals on, and driving it after. Probably had a little too much fun driving it after. But But you know, that's what these things are all about. I'll open up the box. As you can see, that thing is tiny. Here's a quarter right here. The quarter is almost larger than the receiver. That's crazy. Yeah, guys, enough talk. I think it's time to put this thing to the test. I'll give you my final thoughts on it. I already recommend it to you guys. If you find a good deal on one of these things, take it. This is a high-end radio, and because now it's outdated, you can use it for bashing anything. It doesn't have to be strictly for racing. Anyway, guys, it's about time I shut up, so let's take her out. There we go. Alright guys, let's do some servo testing. Thing is very responsive. Try reverse here. Oh yeah, works like a charm. Alright, let's steer those wheels. Yeah guys, I actually think that the my Spectrum here makes the servos a lot faster than the stock JR. Alright guys, let's test the failsafe. Boom.
What if there's any like little bumps in the grass?
Huh?
What if there's any?
Yeah guys, so I'm pretty impressed. Definitely the comfort aspect is a lot. Like I definitely feel a lot comfortable with this thing. It's really nice quality. Very sturdy made, I gotta say that. The JR, I know it's 20 years old. I'll give it a break because it's 20 years old, but it is kind of flimsy now, and the plastic is kind of like crunchy sounds. It's, you can definitely tell it's old. But then this new thing, squeeze it, it sounds solid. This thing is awesome. Now I got it out in the daylight. You can see it again. I know my lighting in my shop isn't the best. I'm gonna try to fix that soon, hopefully. Get some better lighting. Looks real good though. LC does too. Alright guys, so that'll be it for the test run. Just the responsiveness of this thing makes it so great. I really love this thing. Anyway guys, just like to thank you for sticking around for the whole video. It means a lot that you watched it to this point, like right now, to the second. I'll just wrap it up here. That'll be it. The DX4R, I'll keep it in the LST for now, but that'll be soon, hopefully going on the trophy truck, which I owe the trophy truck a video. It's been a couple months since I did an actual video. You know what guys, just because you stuck around for this long, I'll give you a quick update on it. So everything is the same, except I was able to get the base plate in, bolted in, and as you can see right there, there's the radio box. I'll probably keep the Eco Powers on there for now, but then fancy it up down the road. I just want this thing to get running. Yeah guys, so stay tuned for a video. Hoping to get one done soon. That'll really be it guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.